Well, good afternoon, everybody. Brian with Twisted Tree Farm again. So we had gravel and everything delivered for the driveway, and right before they got here, it started to downpour. I mean, when I say downpour, I mean downpour. It was bad, so we ended up having to pour it in the rain. And then on top of that, they brought the wrong gravel first. They brought the top layer first, the base layer second. So I had told them to dump it. I was just going to fix it, and then all of a sudden I noticed that it ain't going to be near enough gravel to make the slope I need to get across the driveway. So I have 2 more orders coming in today of the 22 AA. So that should hopefully get us free and clear of water at the house and the walkway to the house. And but for now, I gotta actually get what's here. I gotta get this spread out as much as I can, because when he gets here today, he's gonna be having 2 more today to dump for me, and if not today, tomorrow. It's gonna be pushing it today, they said, so it could be tomorrow. Either way, it's fine. I need to get this driveway situated because I'm sick of the mud. I'm just tired of it. So let's get in the tractor and let's see what we can get done. It sure is nice out today. It's supposed to be 70. 70 degrees, and it sounds good to me. Okay, and it's hot in this tractor. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. We got to change gears. There we go. It's interesting, didn't want to go into low. So let's see if I can get this stuff pulled out more. Probably going to sink like crazy going into that stuff, but it's got to get done. It's got to get done. So let's do it like this here, and we'll come back across. We're supposed to get more big storms tomorrow. Tornadoes that hit Michigan really bad. They only hit about 35 miles from me. So tomorrow's going to be a definite iffy day, depending on the weather, because I think it's supposed to go back to possible tornadoes. coming back up through now. So get it turned a little bit, let the sun get it. It's a little bit breezy today, so that'll work really well. No, my luck, they're going to be here like super early when they're not supposed to even. Not even sure if they can get it here today. That's my luck. On. Won't be long and we'll be putting the bees in. First week in May, I think we pick them up. So we still have almost 5 gallons of honey that we can sell. We got a lot of eggs. Chickens went into overtime when it got warm weather, I tell you that. Still a little too chilly out to be putting a stand out. Maybe the market will start opening up soon, the farmer's market. We can go back up there and do a stand. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. I gotta try and keep this kind of close to the fence on this side. There we go. This right here has got a big hump. It's got to come out. I can see that already. Starting about right here. So we'll angle the blade down more. The bucket, that is. Yeah, it's working out good. A couple more passes like that and we'll have it good and flat. Close. And then the dump truck will come back in here with about 6 tons per load because of the frost laws. We can't go over 6 tons, about 5 tons I think it is. Sometimes they sneak a little more in. And so they can only do so much at a time, which is fine. It just costs more for delivery. They always make it up to me throughout the year somehow. See if I can Get a good scrape on this one and we'll try and pull it back some again. Almost, still got a little dip right in there. Sorry about the noise, everyone. Got to get it done. And it's louder outside with the camera on a tripod, much louder than it is even in here. Still got a little bit of a hump right there, man. I hope that goes down. Okay. Definitely going to make a lot bigger impression getting rid of that water, I can tell you that, because there was just water standing in the driveway yesterday. First did this driveway, the geotextile fabric was 13.5 foot wide, I believe it was. So it's just expanded out. The more you do the driveway, the more the dirt spreads out to the side more. Get this at the end situated so it's thinned out and it dries out. Just a little bit more, it looks like. Anybody in the Anybody gonna leave comments for me? Tell me what you guys use as far as base layer and your finish layer on your driveways. What's worked out well for you in the comments down there? Because if this doesn't work, I know I'm gonna have to put a leach field in, but I might try something different for the driveway too. I have access to pretty much anything that we need around here. I like the limestone, but after a while it doesn't look lime anymore with this clay. It sure turns a reddish stain. See if we can turn this thing around and pull some back down now. Get this spread out. Right there at the gate, it seems like it's got a real high spot and a real low spot for some reason. Hating life getting rid of that back blade that I had. To me, it just didn't seem to do the job that I wanted it to do. But then again, that was on a smaller tractor, so could have been too much blade for the horsepower. Had to go down and appeal the property taxes today as well. I don't know about any other states, but I know Michigan, man, they can sure come up with some lame excuses on why they need to raise it. Well, it's a new house. Well, no, it's not really a new house. It's a manufactured house. It's 30 years old. We had moved here. And then they say, but it still makes the value go up. Well, if it makes the value go up, I don't understand why it's limited to how many manufactured houses you can have in a certain 10-mile radius. Because specifically states their ordinance is that it could depreciate the value of existing lands. Well, it took a minute to get it out. Why would it do that? If you're appraising it higher, then that means that everybody else's should go up too. They don't ever want to listen though, they just want their money. So we'll see how good my argument was and see what they send us in the mail. I know they over doubled it. It was a blank ag field, I get that, but you've already raised the taxes 3 times because it was a blank ag field. I've been getting raised for everything I improve every year, so why are you going to improve it? Why are you going to double dip on it? It's the government, and it doesn't matter whether it's Democrat, Republican, anything. They're all going to get their hands in the pot. Next to the fence here and see what we can do, see if it looks like, and then we're gonna have to wait for more gravel. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. I gotta just take that stuff off of there. Just like that right there. It's to keep the dog out. There we go. It's to keep the dog out. The problem is people grab it to close the gate instead of grabbing the gate. That's exactly the problem. So let's see what we got here to get down. Yeah, this is still pretty wet. This is the stuff I pulled back. So we'll get this out of the way. Best thing to probably do is now wait for them to deliver the next load. Spread that out some. Really got to get them to concentrate on that up next to the house up there and get that dumped and leveled or higher at the house and down to the driveway and across. So it should get there if I can get the dirt up close enough to the house. The gravel. This over here is just a wet mess. But I'll drag it across there. It doesn't bother me in the least bit. So, well, let me get the tractor pulled in. And I think that's going to be it until later on this afternoon with the chores. So until then, I will see you later.